to us even in the future. And then, of course, Professor Aditya Mukherjee, the incoming president, we will be installing him very shortly. Professor Aditya Mukherjee has always been not only a great scholar, but also one of those who is always to help anybody who seeks any type of academic help from him. He has been an inspiration for the Congress, and now within a few minutes he will be taking charge of this organization, which, as has been pointed out at the very beginning of this session, Indian History Congress is a body which stands for secular scientific approach towards our past. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, all these scholars sitting here, all executive members, all section presidents, and I think that this organization, Indian History Congress, which we are representing today, has a great duty to give to arrest this situation which is prevailing in our country since a few decades. Perhaps we are the only organization which has always fought against any type of onslaught towards the understanding of our past. Whether it was the emergency imposed by one of the prime ministers of the country, it was only the Indian History Congress, led by people like Bipin Chandra, Irfan Habib, Satish Chandra, and other historians. They were those who led from the front without fearing what would happen to them. It was this body which today we are once again the 82nd session which is taking place of this body. It was again in the forefront when our country was faced with a crisis in 1992. Perhaps all those historians who were associated with Indian History Congress, only they had the courage to speak up and fight for what was right. Today, as other attempts are being made to disturb our past, to break our civilization, to divide our people, I think once again our historians are fighting from the forefront. Types of histories which are circulating in the market based on our own personal beliefs, it is we who are challenging them. So I hope and I wish that all the members of this Indian History Congress who have assembled here, and I must report it here, that there are more than 1,067 or so papers which have already been listed in our first list. There are other papers also which we received late, and we are now going to bring out a supplementary list. That supplementary list would be issued only tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon, and I would request all the sister presidents here that permitting time, all of our members should be adjusted and given a chance. But I must request our members that please in future try to maintain the time limits which we mention on our website. I would also like to request all of you, because that is something which I felt that I should speak from here, is that although we have a running website, howsoever bad, it is still very crude. But what I feel is that most of our members are not at all visiting it. Because had they visited it, then perhaps they would not have been asking us how to become member, what to do, what to fill. Every information of that type has been uploaded on our website. Please go and see it, and in future try to include your papers in the first list itself. There are two announcements, two things which I would like to mention. As I said, that I won't be giving any speech because there are too many speeches which are to be given here. First of all, I would like to apologize for one fault of mine, and that is that usually we have a panel, a special panel on Dalit history, which takes place every year. But somehow, I can't explain how, I missed the email which had been sent to me by Professor Chinnara. And I kept on wondering, why is it that Dalit panel is not taking place? And so, and I thought that perhaps this year they are not going to hold it, and that is why in this list of papers you will find the age mentioning missing. But when I reached Professor Najaf Haider is quite unwell, and he will not be able to come to attend the session. So one thing which we would do is, because he has already submitted his address, it has been printed, it will be distributed, and I take the permission of the present chairman of the present team that Najaf Haider's sectional presidential address should be taken as read. We would make other arrangements for who else, which of the senior professors would be officiating on behalf of Najaf Haider and sitting and leading the Medieval India section. Before we start the transition, two very important announcements which I would like to make. The proceedings of the Indian History Congress of the last year are generally distributed on the second day. And sometimes our members somehow miss to get a copy. So this time I have decided that the proceedings would be distributed from day one itself. From today after lunch, the distribution of the proceedings would start and it would continue up to the last day. So please, all the members are requested to show your AM number, LM number, and take your proceedings from the counter which is just outside. As I said that there would be a supplementary list. So for that, some supplementary list, which would be issued tomorrow. Please, we would try to accommodate everyone, but from next year, make it, a point that don't submit your papers at the last moment. The installation are to come on the stage and propose the name of our incoming president, Professor Aditya Mukherjee. Please, Professor K.M. Shrimali, if you can hear me, come here. Please.